Hello and welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. So here's a new video, new time. So this video is about mental health, and it is talking about the well-being of teachers and how they are in the teaching profession. And is the teaching profession making mental health worse for teachers? And if that is the case, what is transpiring? What is happening? What is happening in the teaching profession that makes mental health much more prevalent for teachers in the school workplace? Let's get on with the video. I was reading up on an article today actually, which was really interesting. It kind of goes along the idea of teachers' well-being and how that is affecting mental health within schools. So let me read some of the article. The government is urged to monitor teachers. This was the 28th of January, by the way. I actually cannot believe that February is here. I cannot believe that it's February already. But anyway, the government is being urged to monitor teachers' well-being after research revealed that 1 in 20 are reporting mental health problems which last more than a year. The study, funded by Nunfield Foundation, is the first to examine the mental health and well-being of teachers in England over 3 decades based on data of more than 20,000 staff. It found that 5% of teachers today are suffering long-lasting mental health problems, up from 1% in the 1990s, and there had been a similar increase in prescribed antidepressant medication. The figure will ring alarm bells for policymakers who are grappling with a crisis in teacher recruitment and retention in England schools at a time when the number of children of school age is on the increase. The government has made a series of pledges to reduce workload, but teachers say they are not yet reaping the benefits. Now, there is more to that article, but I just wanted to stop there. And it is quite shocking to see that from there, I would say, that mental health issues and the well-being of teachers has gone up. So then teachers are not being able to look after themselves as much as they would like to. And I do remember saying in my last video that pay is one good element of teaching, that it is going up, which is great because I know other professions are not. I was listening to LBC yesterday and say that pay in a lot of other professions have not gone up in years. So it is quite good that the teaching profession, that the wage is going up. And I'm very thankful for that, clearly. However, there are different problems, such as workload. There is so much pressure on teachers to produce results. And we don't have that much time to do it. So you've got 6 hours in a day, but then obviously 6 hours in probably your contract for teaching, 6, 7, 8 hours. But in that time, you've got assessments to do, marking to do, you've got planning to do, you have displays to do, you might have reports coming up, you might have parents even, all those different things. And if you're a lead of a subject or you're in a higher position within teaching, then you've got other added responsibilities on top of teaching. It just puts a lot of pressure, and because of the constraints of time, you're then having to do things out of hours. So now you're at home, let's say you get home at 6 o'clock, you're then having to still do work to 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then you're finally getting that 30 minutes to probably, eat something, watch something at the TV, and then go to sleep. So your well-being is impacted. On the weekends, when you really want to have those 2 days away from teaching, or you really want to relax and go out, you're still thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I've still got those books to mark. Oh, I've got the provisions that I need to put in place. Oh no, I've got to make sure that document gets to here in time. So your well-being is impacted because that weekend that you should be taking to get yourself rejuvenated, because it might have been a hard week, or even if it wasn't, it's just getting away from your job for 2 days or 48 hours. It's difficult to do. Now, I know that there are schools out there that promote well-being and don't want you to take books home, don't want you to look at emails past a certain time, don't want you to do whatever it is. But to be fair, it's quite hard, because if it's not done, then it needs to be done the next day, but there's other things on top that needs to be done. So it's the balance, especially if you're a new teacher like myself. I'm still new. I'm not, I'm still new. I've only been doing it 2 years. It's hard knowing what not to do and then what to do. Okay, I'm not going to mark the books today. You know you should. You don't want to take the books home. You don't want to have to take 30 books home to mark, so you want to do it tomorrow. But in the back of your mind, you're saying, well, if I don't mark them today, then I've got, then when that session comes tomorrow, I've got to then mark that and the one from yesterday. And then that's double the workload for the next day, and you don't get what you want to get done for the next day. All those things running through your mind. Oh, this child said this document needs to go here. I need to call this parent. I need to arrange that meeting. And your mind doesn't switch off. So that is why it's not a shock to know that this is happening. In the article that said that it's gone up from 1% to 5% now. It's just because the pressure and the workload is tough. And yes, the government are putting things in place because they are seeing that it is becoming a problem. However, I feel that people are stuck in that problem. It's quite hard to get out of it. Now, there are many different ways that we as teachers can help ourselves, where we can be like, you know what, this certainly just cannot get done today. I need this time for myself. Why? Because I'm going to break down. I need this time for myself. Those 30 books, those 12 books, those 21 books, whatever it is, are definitely not going to get marked today. I will wait until tomorrow and do it then. I always say take a day off from your weekend to focus purely on either family, friends, doing something different other than teaching. And it's quite sad that I'm saying a day rather than a whole weekend. But if you take the whole weekend off, for loads of people, you're like, I'm going back to school on Monday and I've done nothing over the weekend. Now I'm even further behind. And the only suggestions I can actually say to help you is to take your day off. Get yourself a deadline. Say, you know, at this certain time, at 7 o'clock, I am done. Because you got 8, 9, 10, and some of us, we need our sleep. We need our sleep. So going to bed at 10 o'clock, when you finish at 7, you only got 3 hours. That's to eat, that's to bath, that's to watch whatever you want to do, that's to, and if you've got children on top, it's even more mad, because then you've got to look after them, and then you've got a smaller window of time. So it's just, or you're caring for someone, or whatever your circumstances may be that might take more of your time. But it's just difficult. It's difficult. And these are some of the reasons why teachers leave in 5 years, because they just find it difficult to cope with the workload. Stress of other things on top of teaching children is hard, and the demand is higher, and it will continue to get higher until something's done about it. And I have no idea what it needs to be. I'm not going to lie to you, I have no idea. This is why one day I would like to go into and being a policymaker, because these are the things that are affecting teachers, which then affects children. If teachers are not 100% on their game, they will not be able to teach their children 100%. So it's just a fine balance. All I suggest you do right now, if you're in that predicament, I've been there, is literally make a timetable for yourself. Say, this is a day I'm absolutely not focused on teaching. I'm not doing anything on that day. And this is my cut-off point. I'm not looking at no emails. I'm not sending none. Not marking. I'm not looking at anyone's work. Make that cut-off. And then the government policymakers will just have to catch up with the rest. Who knows when that will happen, but yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye.